It's two fat dads, just some chubby hunks. It's two fat dads, look at those trunks. Wild and crazy, not quite right. It's two fat dads, our belts are tight. Sit right back, enjoy the ride. It's two fat dads, the third one died.
Welcome back to another episode of Two Fat Dads Remastered. Hello, I am Rick. This is Mike. Welcome to episode 3, or whatever week you want to call this ultimately, but glad to have you back. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening, viewing, all the above. So we have a fun one ahead of things for you. We have, our roles of regret reveal from episode 2 on who lost ultimately from all the language or anything else. We have a new dad joke of the episode or day, whatever you want to consider it, and then a couple other things. So we got a good one in store. So Mike, happy whatever day this is in general. How's it going, buddy?
It's going great. It's going great. Found myself in a little bit of a quandary this weekend, but
Quandary,
was able to push through it. Yeah. I took my daughter on a tour of Bryant College.
Nice.
Which was quite awesome.
Fancy.
But once they got a good look at me, they couldn't figure out exactly what I was, so they rushed me to the genetics lab, and I found out that I'm not exactly 100% human. So.
Oh, touche. So what did they say you were made up of?
I'm 30% troll who lives under the bridge. Confirmed. Yeah. So what are you going to do?
I found that out myself when I was in college. They actually they had to test me, and they found out that I was genetically created for World War III. So
really,
yeah, mostly just due to like constant flatulence. So
see,
yeah.
I would have pegged you for more of a frontline silver bear.
Oh, is that what it would have been?
That's what I would have pegged you for.
Frontline silver bear. Got it. Okay. So you survived your weekend. I survived mine as well. We actually had a sleepover over the weekend with a couple of kids and my kids and everything else. It was a weekend. It was a weekend, to say the least. Everyone survived. We had fun. The kids had fun. But let's just say by Sunday at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, I think the entire house was asleep.
Everyone was done, huh?
We were done. My son fell asleep at 5:30 and didn't wake up till 6 a.m. the next day.
How do you rubber stamp that and make it happen all the time?
Yes, we need to reenact that every week, which would be fantastic. So, but it was good. We had a good weekend, a lot going on, some little bit of gaming here or there and a few things. So it was fun. So, but welcome everyone. So without further ado,
I'm dying to find out.
Yes, we are going to lead into the roles of regret. So we're going to be starting off things again. So last week, Mike lost the first one where he had to take a shot. What was it? Apple cider vinegar?
Apple cider vinegar. I will never forget that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And I'm sure I won't forget this evening's as well, because apparently, upon further review from the producers, I lost the most recent week. So,
yes.
My dumb self gets to drink
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire
sauce.
Why do I feel like I'm just gonna be drinking like hamburger grease from the way this photo looks? I mean, it's like this is liquefied A1 is basically probably what this is. So, all right. So I will make this statement before I drink this, because I'm certain some things will come out as I'm drinking this in words. Going forward with the roles of regret, we will make it not just as a certain word of the week to avoid, but Mike and I are upping the ante a little bit to where, what is it, Mike, that we are going to be avoiding?
Carlin's Dirty 7. I'm so scared.
Carlin's Dirty 7, which mostly consists of, I'm not going to say them because that will count against me. of course. Google them, if you will. George Carlin's Dirty Seven, words that are not to be said, mostly on cable television nowadays. But 2 we've already covered in the last 2 episodes. So, with that, I hate my life. I have my shot glass from Mardi Gras. It has a happy face and a sad face, and that's a horrible, horrible idea. Oh, God, I may have to take the top off to actually... I had to take the top off to actually get this thing going. All right, get the shot going. Woo! Boy, all right. I actually almost emptied out this bottle. Great. There it is.
Ziggy Saki, oi, oi, oi. Oh. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
I'm going to move this away from me for one moment. All right. Now. Who? It's so sour. It's very sour. Oh my gosh, I feel like oh. It's like the back of my tongue just like rolled out. It's so much pepper. It's so God. Woo! I'll have you know, this claims that it's great in burgers, meatloaf, chili, and stew. Oh, God. You can really taste that distilled vinegar in there. I don't think the garlic powder or anchovies mix well either. Oh, God, I'm dying. Woo! Okay.
Baby Yoda there saved the day.
Pinky's up. Hold on.
Pinky's up.
Okay.
Oh,
God, my eye's twitching. Whoa. Okay. Now.
Highlight of my day.
Whoo. Okay. All right, we're here. God. Woo. Man. Now. Now we move into the show. In the next part, I'm gonna be able to say it before we move in.
I'll help you out here.
Go ahead, please. Whoo, I gotta mute. Hold on.
I believe that this display has set us up perfectly for a transition into Rick's dad joke of the day. Let's see if he's composed himself. What do we got?
It burns so much. I had to. So, okay, now I actually feel better after that. All right, so dad joke of the day. Mike, did you hear that NASA is actually about to launch a new mission?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're actually going to have to go say sorry to some aliens for Earth polluting space. The mission was dubbed Apollo G. Thank you. Thank you. And that brings you my dad joke of the day. Whoo! Welcome. If you're still listening and not, amused by myself, it burns. That burns more than a shot of whiskey. Wow.
Are you okay, bud?
My stomach actually burns a little. That's cool. All right.
Sweet. Are you all right? Do you need to grab yourself a beverage?
We're good. I got a beverage. I got a cup of water. Baby Yoda to save today. We're good. All right. Moving on. So, moving forward, we have a couple things we're going to cover this week's episode. Something that Mike and I were trying to discuss as well and came up with that we will have as a reoccurring segment going forward, week by week, something that you will hear consistently, and we're referring to it as Weeb Corner. Long story short, Mike and I will pick, as we're both, well, I don't know if you can really tell behind Mike, but we're kind of nerds. We jack of all trades. We like sports. We like anime. We like games. All the above. So with Weeb Corner, Mike and I are picking an anime that we have not seen and watching it week after week, and then we will be reviewing it during this segment. So the anime that we chose first, because there are several that he and I both either have seen or one has seen and the other hasn't, and we kind of wanted to go from there. But one that's relatively popular right now, and we both were interested in trying it out. Dan da dan dan da dan 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 da dan dan da dan dan da dan. So Dan to Dan was the anime we chose to check out for our first segment with Weeb Corner. We will continue on, so episode by episode. We only watched episode 1. If we can get through more before the next episode, great, but at least one episode a week leading into it. But Dan to Dan, we both watched episode 1 as the starter. Mike, you watched it before I did, I believe.
I did.
What were your thoughts initially?
Yeah, so I'll start with the opening, right? I love the hook of the music, the intro music.
Yes.
Because I'm big on that. You know, like Bluebird is literally, I have that in my Spotify playlists. Bluebird I listen to all the time.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Bluebird is the opening to Naruto. Absolutely love it, right? The music was decent. The actual opening, I mean, we've got Solo Leveling's opening, we've got Kaiju's opening, we've got Naruto's opening. There are a lot of really solid openings. I wasn't overly impressed by the opening sequence, episode 1 for Dan to Dan.
You mean like the intro, like the opening,
The
like scene?
intro, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. No, the intro music, like when how they bring it in. I gave it a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
I wasn't overly, and that's my hook, right? Like that's what's supposed to draw me in. You know, it was kind of slow
Okay.
at the beginning.
Okay.
I don't know how you felt, but I definitely felt it had a little bit of a slow pace. But you know what? I wanted to give it a shot. I knew we were doing this, and you know, it seemed like it was your high school, you know, kind of niche, you know, kind of anime. You know, there was the kid that was kind of down on his luck, a little bit nerdy, and the girl that was kind of like an outsider, and they ended up kind of finding themselves, and you kind of like, oh, what's gonna happen? You know, it was kind of crazy, and then you find out that our main protagonist, what was her name? Aise, I think was her name, and the boy's name was Akune.
Yes.
And we find out that her grandmother was a medium, so that was kind of a big aspect of it. You know, she kind of had like that whole thing where she could see ghosts or dealt with curses. Kune was very much into aliens and what was going to happen, and it was cute.
I see him every time. Like, I was hard to remember his name at some points, but when she started calling him Occult Coon, I was like, "Yep, okay, that's I'm going to call him Occult Coon from now on." And so him and Momo, he and Momo or Ayase, I just call her Momo's. Their dynamic was good. I liked it. But go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, absolutely. So I mean, which obviously leads us to the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, the meat of the story, where it started to get fleshed out because obviously they got to set the tone. Up until this point, what were your thoughts? What were your thoughts? The first 50% of the episode. Give me your thoughts, because that's where I'm at.
Yeah, the anime itself, animation. Like my big thing, as the animation is like a big seller for me. I love good art style and the way things are animated or looks. And I know like you've made the statement that like you don't like dark anime, so like Castlevania is not one that would touch for you. Attack on Titan, you don't like the brown or dark undertones. This immediately like very bright, very vivid. The animation was pretty good and interesting. The intro for me, the intro was different. Like it was kind of out there, a lot of colors, a lot of like random flashes of characters and monsters or things going on. the music just stuck in my head, and as I was stating before, it constantly is just dan dan dan. Like it was good. Like I dug the music. The animation was a little different, and then when the episode started with like Momo fighting her soon-to-be, ex-boyfriend. Spoilers, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Fighting her soon-to-be like ex-boyfriend or whatever. I was like, okay, that was a quick little fight excerpt of them getting, going at it, and the animation looked pretty good. But then, yeah, I had no idea what was turning. Like they're in high school. She's talking about wanting to find like her first love or true love, and the voice acting I thought was good though. Like I was digging that like right off the bat. But I wasn't really sure where it was going. Like, she protected him from those bullies trying to throw, what was it, like a wad of, I think a wad of something had a magnet in it that was going to hurt him or something
Yeah.
like that. I was like, what
Right.
a bunch of douchebags. So it was one of those things. And so as going on, and like they started challenging each other and getting into it, but I'd love Challenger like to be in the part of the occult and everything. But when they got into like, okay, you go to a ghost area, you go to a space area, and I'm like, where is this going? I thought the same thing. I was like, what in the world? Like, where is going on? Like hers, they went through, and when that like entity or thing first walked away when she was walking in the hall talking to him, like in the background, you could see things moving. It's like, oh, this is getting interesting. His immediately, when he walked up to that tunnel, I was like, wow. Like that is like some Ring or Grudge, like straight up Japanese horror setup. And I was like, nope, I would nope right out of that tunnel. No.
You talking about the old lady in the tunnel?
Dude, I haven't even gotten to the old lady, but the entrance of that tunnel alone, I was like, no, sir.
Oh, so
I will say this too.
as he moves in.
The commentary and the dialogue, I thought was hysterical though. The way she would bring things up and the way he was talking, I thought the dialogue was funny. The way they were referencing things or making fun of each other, I thought that was good.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. So he enters this ominous tunnel, right? And because this is where he's gonna meet up with the cursed.
Yes.
The cursed ghost that because he
Yes.
doesn't believe in ghosts, she doesn't believe in aliens.
Yep.
So they're challenging each other to go ahead, and so he walks into this tunnel, and this old lady that looks like she's out of like some old witch doctor shaman thing from way back when comes up, and you're like, what's gonna happen? Like like this is gonna be the curse. What's gonna happen? Then she says, and pardon me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. She asks him if he wants to see her and says that she wants his dong.
So no. Hold on here. So you are correct, but it's not that far. It's like you can feel that, but then she goes, I'm gonna gobble your dong, is what she says. With eyes that look like they came out of like one of those chameleon lizards that like one's looking out this way and the other's looking this way, and the hair that looks like it came from like, the Lion King or whatever. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, where did this just turn? Like the statement of I'm gonna gobble your dong was like, what?
So that starts this off, and now all of a sudden I'm kind of like, what?
Huh?
What just happened?
What's going on?
Like, so okay, you have my attention.
Yes.
They cut to her in this kind of like a busted up high rise, right? Kind of thing.
Is what it looked like.
And all of a sudden things start happening.
Lights flicker and they all turn off again or on.
And these three things that look like they're out of a big boy restaurant from the 60s.
Dude, they did.
Come up, and he's got like an automaton hammer that comes out, and he's like, I'm gonna hit you with my banana and steal your uterus.
I was kind of worried about that when they like welcomed her and then knocked her out, but at the same time like tore her clothes off, and I'm like, what am I watching? Like, what is going on?
Wait for a moment.
Yeah, like this.
That's
what
what
is going on? And then they find her strapped, and she's sitting in underwear basically, and they're like, yeah, we're all advanced species, but we're all male, so now we must reproduce. And I'm like, what am I watching? What is going on right now? And then yes, when it looked like just an atrocity just pops up with a spear and hooks, And they're like, all right, we're now going to, what did they say? We're going to make
Steal your uterus.
we're going to make your body warm with hypnosis or whatever and like make her turned on. I'm like, yeah, no, this is, what the heck is going on?
It looked like Scorpion's like get over here thing
It
with like a
did.
dildo on the end of
did.
it.
With Momo screaming at him though and like insulting them and like the comments she was making, I did find that hysterical. She's like, no, I'm not dealing with you alien sons of bitches, like not happening kind of thing. Like it was so good. But then when the thing that flipped for me though, like you're laughing and trying to figure out like where is this going? But when her phone, that was one thing when the granny went after a cult coon and the screen turned red, the animation for that was really cool, and I like that's where it kicked into the part with on the alien side where her phone started lighting up red, like almost as like a summon. I thought that was cool.
It was because obviously he got cursed, and now all of a sudden he comes through the phone possessed by this old lady.
Yeah, it's like half a mask kind of thing.
Oh my god! And then he's there to like protect her and free her, and then they knock him out, and they go over.
He knocked the crap out of some of those things. Like the
Oh
fight
my God.
animation with him, I was like, is he going to control like ghost powers or something like that? I thought that was pretty cool, at least.
Yeah.
And the whole time she's like, I'm going to gobble your dongs. Like looking at the aliens, they're like, we find a violent human. Let's get out of here.
And then Momo's like, give him his pecker back.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what is going on right now? That whole bit was good, but like the fights were cool, the animation was cool, the alien pieces were interesting, and like, but yeah, a cult coon like doing everything with the granny, but granny kept taking him over, like he couldn't control it, so I didn't know what was really going on with that. But then Momo, I guess, learning from her grandma again, and she got powers too, is what at the end of the episode or whatever.
Yeah, so her grandmother was a medium, so she channeled in to that psychic power.
Yeah.
And that's where she was able to turn the tides and defend him. And ultimately that's where the episode ultimately ends is with her defending him. And
well, I thought it was hysterical. They found out they're actually on the alien spaceship. And like when Momo gets the awesome psychic powers and like destroying everything and the ship and controlling like the ghost on him. And she's just like, we're on a ship. We really need to get out of this thing. It's like exploding outside and like just twirling through the city. I'm like, wow, that was a very dry remark as it's going on. But I did like the statement, like from a voice acting standpoint, the part where he pointed out like how much he's always wanted to be an alien, has felt like an outcast and went after them and they never showed up. But then she came in just one day and he's like, you know what? She's the only person in the last like umpteen years that has shown any care for me. You're not going to touch her. You're not going to touch her kind of thing. I'm like, okay, that sealed the deal for me on that one. Like I'm interested in seeing where this is going. But then when they get off the ship and he tells him her name or tell her his name and it's the person she longs to be after or like I guess a movie star or something that Ken I'm blanking on his name. Ken something.
Ken Takakura.
And she's like,
Takakura.
That's who I'm waiting for. And he says that's his name, and like they're like nosebleeds. What? She like freaks out.
It was just enough shonen to get me hooked, and then it was just enough of like what the F is going on to say, all right, I'm in it for the haul. So I mean, honestly, I think we did good.
I enjoyed it.
We did good. I think it was a good start. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'll be excited to see kind of how this thing progresses.
Yeah.
And we've been told by some of our friends that it gets enhanced, more chaotic. It gets even worse by episode 2 and 3. So that's piqued my interest even more because it's like, okay, so this was outlandish.
Yeah.
Well, where are we going from here? So I was super excited with it. So,
yeah, it was good. I need to look up the animation of it because it reminded me of was it FLCL from several years back. It's kind of what it reminded me of. But it was I dug it. I enjoyed it. I look forward to the next episode to go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Final score out of me, episode 1, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10.
I'd give it 8.5 myself. The music was good. I thought the animation was good. The voice acting was good overall. So it was entertaining. On the flip side, I'll do this just as a quick toss out there. I am watching also Sakamoto Days. Thank you for the referral on that.
You are welcome.
I am Sakamoto. I feel like all dads feel like they're Sakamoto at one point because it is awesome. I love just all the references to it. It's like, oh, you used to be this, awesome dude and so strong, and now you're just a fat dad that's still cool.
Oh, wait a minute. You said you used to be an awesome dude that was so strong. I know we kind of referenced it in episode 1, but I mean, I feel like this is a perfect callback for that squatting video. So, I mean, if our producers are
Thank
listening
you.
and you want to drop it in there,
Go
he
right
feels
ahead.
like he's Sakamoto and he feels like he used to be a strong guy. I think we could use a little teaser.
So speaking of, I guess, throwbacks and everything else, that I guess can move us into the next segment of what you have in the show notes of Retero Rewind.
Retero?
That's what's typed in here is Retero Rewind when it's meant to be
just
retro rewind.
We're gonna just outright call out the fact that like phonetically I was incorrect. I can't spell. Obviously didn't use any sort of spell check or editing feature. But don't worry, guys. I've just planned this whole thing out and have Ricky Boy show up. But hey, retero us away, sir.
Hey, you know
retero us away.
Props to Mike on it because I didn't even notice it even reading the show notes until just now.
Gee,
so that's
until just now.
That's even me.
So you decided you just bring it up right now.
Yeah, I had to. Sorry.
Yeah.
But props to you.
I hope that shot burns, buddy.
It still does a little bit actually. My stomach burns. I don't know what's going on. So with that being said, what is our retro rewind? I can't speak anymore. Weeb and we will.
How the tides have turned, my friend. How the tides have turned.
What is the retro discussion we were looking at? Because I mean, we're both old. We like retro games and everything else.
Yeah. So we kind of have been, dumped with this new revamping of the Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
So Simpsons have been, there's a huge crossover event going on in Fortnite. It's drove people back to the game. So I was like, the Simpsons, I've been a, loyal watcher for years and stuff. But you know what I remember from when we were kids? And I think this came out about 91, give or take a little bit. Do you remember the Simpsons, bash 'em up game at the arcade?
Bro,
the four player.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Marge with the red vacuum, just taking over thing. Dude. That's
yes.
So Simpsons arcade game would be our retro rewind of the day.
So with that game, I will make this blanket statement. That game alone, well, let me phrase that. That game, Ninja Turtles, the old beat 'em up, and the old X-Men beat 'em up at Chuck E. Cheese when I was growing up, took so many tokens from me and my brother and my dad, and my mom would even play sometimes. But the Simpsons one was probably our favorite one out of all of them. Mostly because the Simpsons back then was kind of adult, but still PG enough for as a younger kid, you could still watch it and laugh at it for certain things as it would go through. So you got a lot of the references, but the fighting was good. Bart with the skateboard, Marge with the vacuum, Homer was just always fun. It had all the references, the sounds. It was a fun beat 'em up. I mean, you had, what was it? The Professor, I think, was one of the bosses. Oh gosh, the robot from Channel 6. I think Krusty was a big one. Mr. Burns.
Yeah, Krusty was one.
Yeah, Mr. Burns, I think, was the final boss ultimately.
Yeah, and Smithers.
And Smithers.
Yeah, Smithers the henchman. Yeah.
So the whole thing was good. I thought that even back then, because you said, what was it, 91? I think that came out.
91.
The animation was pretty solid for an arcade game.
It holds up, man.
It really does.
I know it's been re-released on a few things. They've remastered it a few times, but that was a solid game for me. And I completely agree with you there with Ninja Turtles and the X-Men. I dumped
so much money. Money.
Probably what seemed like a small fortune to my tiny self back then. My 12-year-old self when that came out.
Yeah.
Birthday money went into that, begging my dad for quarters when I would go to Pizza Hut and they had it over in the corner. Yeah, so that was nostalgic for me. I absolutely love it. But yeah, go ahead.
One enemy I will never forget, to be honest,
Yeah.
from that game, and it was my least favorite one. The freaking firemen. They'd come in like shoot you with the hose or the
Yes.
fire extinguisher. They wrecked me every time.
Every time.
I don't
Every
get
time.
them and the Krusty Ball lookalikes. I couldn't get it that when you got to the Krusty I was at the circus or I believe it can't remember the freaking name, but the Krusty area where you were in like his world and everything else, and they're kicking the balls at you. I was like, okay, this is just eating my tokens at this point. Like, screw this.
Right. Right.
It was so
Right.
frustrating.
The knockback feature in that fireman's thing was so frustrating.
It was bad.
It was so frustrating. But yeah, absolutely loved it. But yeah, like I mean, now they're seeing all this success. Not that the Simpsons, after what 23 seasons?
More than that, I think. Hold on,
Is it
L
more than-
Google to the rescue.
Yeah, I thought it was something like 23 or 25 seasons or something. It's something absolutely
37 total seasons, and
that's
has been
insane.
renewed through season 40. Has been going on since December 17th of 1989, and as of November of this year, it has aired 796 episodes.
You think they get to 40 and Groening hangs it up?
I'm honestly surprised he hasn't. But I mean, I feel like it's still as popular as ever. They're talking about doing another movie now. And
Yeah.
as you alluded, like all the references, the Fortnite mode that's out, I haven't played it yet, but you've been, knee deep in it and pretty having fun, it looks like.
Yeah, there's so many subtle references, all over the map that just draw you in and it just hooks you. It's just I'm having so much fun. But a couple fun facts about the show, right? First off, Homer's hairline and his ear, if you look at them when he's standing sideways,
Yeah.
it's an M and a G for Matt Groening.
Is it
Did you know
really?
that?
Okay, that I
Absolutely.
did not. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool.
the other fun fact I came up with while I was doing some research for this is so every single character in the show's history, except for two, has the forefinger, like the three and the thumb
Yeah.
setup. There's only two characters in the history of the show that have had four fingers. Do you know who those two characters are?
Krusty, I think, is one of them because doesn't he?
Nope.
There's one of them that they did it because they have an extra finger. I can't remember. Who? All right,
isn't.
who?
It isn't. I mean, I'm a little disappointed
Peter Griffin.
seeing how you're from Alabama and the various presents that get sent up to the workplace. But God and Jesus are the only two characters to ever have four fingers on The Simpsons and a thumb.
Huh. I had no idea.
Yeah. So
Never-
I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, really? And they actually
never paid attention.
chose yellow. Matt Groening chose the yellow for the color of the family and the characters, because he felt like when they were channel surfing, flicking through it, something bright and something yellow would be like, oh, piece of candy, like, oh, it's going to stop you
I can
and
see
get
that.
you to look and see what it is.
Well, that's what
So,
drew me to the arcade game. All the vibrant color. Ooh, let's go play this.
It was fantastic.
That's
but,
awesome.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is Marge's pickaxe in this season of Fortnite is the red vacuum. So it's a great callback to the old game.
That's so cool.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and segue into the next little bit here, sir.
What is our next bit, sir?
We're gonna bring back something from last week.
I see.
It gave us the opportunity to really bond, right? Bring our two fat dads together here.
Yep.
Last week we
Community
gave
as well. Don't
you
forget community too.
we gave you a beautiful moment. We gave you 30 seconds of intimacy. So this week, I'd say we give them another 30. What do you think?
Sure, why not? Let's go.
All right. In 3, 2, 30 seconds of intimacy. And that's 30, my friend. Woo. Ooh. A little sweaty right here. Got a little clump staring at the silver bear here. It's crazy.
Oh my.
You don't say.
You done the silver bear. Now, I feel awkward as ever as we continue to do that, but you know what? I see, brighter into your soul as we do that too.
Yeah, I'm empty inside, so good luck with that, champ.
Are we sure about that?
Oh,
Because you and I are still pretty large. I don't know if we're that empty inside.
Well, okay, first of all,
are we just hot air? Is that what it is?
No. I was stung by, but you know this. We've had this conversation. I was stung by a gangler of bees when I was a child. The swelling never went down, and for you to point it out, like I've got a girth issue. Frankly, I don't even know why we give them 30 seconds. I don't know why we give them 30 seconds. That hurt.
I'm sorry you had to find out that way.
I did. I can. Damn Twinkies. You ever let me eat my Twinkies?
Onward. All right. So, as the moment of intimacy moves into our final segment, as we do every week on the channel, our shameless plugs. Not plugs of the bad variety, but the plugs of the we're selling variety. So, the last couple of weeks, Mike and I have been pitching ideas and everything else to one another, and with a 69-second pitch. And we give ourselves 69 seconds to convince the other on an item of a random variety from Wish, Temu, Amazon, whatever it may be, Facebook Marketplace, anything we can find that, we think we should pitch to the other. And at the end of the episode, please go vote. If you haven't already, go vote. Mike apparently is beating my ass. And all the other channels and everything else, I'm going to have to start hyping it up more in my channel and forcing people to go vote because they're not. With that being said, yes, go vote after you listen to our 69 seconds of pitch, and then we go from there. Now, I believe Mike went first last week. Mike, do you want me to go first this week, or do you want to go again second, or go first?
The honor is all yours, sirs. You have the floor. Let me know when you are ready to go, and I will start your timer.
Okay, so all right, so I found an outlandish product off of Temu for you. As you know, my last two pitches have been items you ultimately could use. So we'll go from there. So, all right, let you start. Let me know when the timer's going.
We are ready when you are, bud.
All right, 3, 2, go. 69 seconds. Here we go. All right, so Mike, I know we live up north. It gets a little cold. We're large, but we still get cold. So finally, I have found something that, you can't tap out on the second your foot shows up. These bad boys are built for real men with real feet. It's plush, warm, and wide enough that your toes don't need to file for divorce. With a thick sole, soft lining, and enough room to smuggle a small dog, they'll even make you forget you're even standing until someone asks you to take out the trash, which they obviously do. Perfect for stomping around the house like a king that treats stairs as an optional sport. So slip them on, waddle proudly to the fridge, and remind the world that comfort is greater than cardio. Men's plus-size shoe and slipper for the husky gentleman.
Oh, that is your time. That is your time.
You do realize that we remind the world that comfort is greater than cardio.
Ugh. I hate feet. Why'd you go feet? Oh,
God. I had to give you something you hate. The last two, you're like, I'm buying that like right now. And here, look, just for added benefit, I will post it in our chat channel here. Let me go. Oh God, why did my Discord all of a sudden update on my phone? There we go. There we go. There are your slippers, my friend. Slippers.
They look comfortable.
See? You're welcome.
Oh.
Another item yet you may buy.
All right. Cue me up.
Really, by the way, as I scroll down in this, I just realized what was sent out, and like Taco and our producers and other individuals in general, they are posting wonderful things that are trying to get us to say Carlin's 7 words, is what they're alluding to. All right, now, you ready?
All right, it's gonna be hard to follow those.
No, please.
It's gonna be hard to follow. But you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot.
You got it. All right, you got it.
Jay,
I got faith.
tell me when you're ready. I'm ready to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Well, if it isn't the mac to the cheese, the baby oil to the ditty, and the glory to the whole, I have for you a product so useful, so dynamic, so promiscuous. It's the Glory Pillow. The ostrich design pillow allows for you to sleep where you want, eat without fear, and that truck station rest stop, well, that's a thing of the past. You can satisfy every urge with the greatest of ease. With its warming handholds and padded skull cap, classic ergonomic onion shape, hiding your shame has never been so easy. All that combined with a soft gaping mouth hole that can handle even the biggest of challenges. So, Prince of the Porcelain, get off those knees and rush order your Glory Hole pillow today. And I believe that was under my 69.
You finished that within 15 seconds of your 69. So you sir.
And just for your viewing pleasure as well, sir.
You finished early.
I have put, my wife says that to me all the time. Something I've never heard. Why don't you go ahead and take a look in our chat and you can see a nice little view of your gift.
I saw it, and I'm kind of terrified. A glory hole pillow, and you know what? If that does end up being something, I think I would need to wear that to Costco and buy the $1.50 glizzy combo and wear it while I eat it. That would be a sight to see. Like, oh my god, oh, that was great. That was pretty solid. Pretty solid. You know what? That's a hat that a ghost that gobbles dong would wear. So
hey, but you know what? It doesn't matter unless you vote.
Yes, go vote. Let us know who you thought had the better pitch per item. Which Mike, again, is winning in a landslide as this goes. So thank you, Mike. That was good. Great pitch. But yes, go watch, go vote. Tell us who you thought was better. That way, at the end of it, what's happening, Mike, at the end of all these votes?
So yeah, whatever each episode that goes by, whatever item is chosen as the winner, right, moves on.
Yep.
Once we get to Christmas time, whichever item has moved on and also has the most votes, that dad has to buy that gift for the other dad, and we will open that on stream for you guys to see. So if you see a pitch that you like and you want to see the other dad get it and you want to see what this is going to play out as, make sure you vote in the comment section below.
Yes. All right. Mike, anything else we want to add before we start wrapping up? We're starting at the top of our segment time. Or episode time or anything. Anything else you would like to add before we move on to our lead out?
Nothing more than, this doesn't happen without everybody here. I want to thank everybody that's been supporting us these last few episodes and the remastered version of Two Fat Dads. And, like, subscribe and comment, and hit the noti bell, all that good stuff. But
the what bell?
The little noti bell, the little ding ding ding.
Oh, I thought you called it a naughty bell for some reason. I don't know why.
You're still in your pillow, buddy. I get it. I
think I am, to be honest. So with that, thank everyone for watching. Appreciate you listening, tuning in. Again, yeah, like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know. Hit the little, noti bell or whatever you want to ring it over there. I'll call it that side. So, yeah, in general. Thanks for watching. We'll have another episode next week. We'll see. Or next episode in general recording. Could be more, 30 seconds of intimacy. And it could be a whole episode of silence. Who knows? That would be pretty incredible in general. We'll see what else we can find. All I know is my stomach still burns from this. I'm gonna have to go get like some Sprite or something. Like, that shot sucked.
You just need to watch your mouth, sir. That's all I'm saying. We've got kids that watch this. Good night,
All right.
everybody.
Thank you all. Enjoy watching. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to our producers, communities, everyone else. Full lists and socials will be attached below. Go follow us, please. We'll hope you see you in our live streams as well. Glad to have everybody. We'll see you all next time. We are Two Fat Dads. And these shots suck. Good night, all.